I'm sorry, I can't carry a bucket. What did I do?
Done. I'm guessing you now have a bucket of water?
I have a bucket of water.
It's probably pretty heavy, but...
4.8 stones,
Yeah.
quite heavy. Why?
I mean-
Why do I have a bucket of water?
I wouldn't carry it around with you until you know you need a bucket of water for some reason.
Yeah.
You know, I wonder if, like, because there's going to be fire and maybe even lava at some point in this game. I wonder if that's one way to deal with it.
Oh, you pour the water on the lava and then it turns into obsidian.
Yes,
No, cobblestone.
Exactly.
Damn
Then you
it.
can make a nether portal.
Wait. Was I right? Does it turn into... I thought it turned into cobblestone. What does it do? I don't remember.
It depends. If it's a lava source block, it turns into obsidian. But if it's a flowing lava block, then it turns into smooth stone. And if it's the other way around, if lava touches water, then it turns into cobblestone.
They're required to have fresh running water for food truck safety compliance, says Joey in chat. Ah, yes. I mean, so the story here is that I went into a Cyclops cave. It's their house.
Murdered a family of Cyclopses.
I murdered a family of Cyclopses, stole all their food, and then I guess I'm just going to peace out.
Yeah.
Probably they will have regained their... Nope, they're still dead. Maybe not. Maybe not. It says here's something to the northeast.
Well, I don't see any bodies. Oh, yep, they're still around.
You know what that means? More experience. Never
More
mind.
family
I happen to have
Cyclops
gotten.
murder.
I happen to have gotten to the ladder before then.
Yeah.
It was not worth it to go hunting them all down
I
again.
agree.
Is it over here? Where's the ladder? Where is the ladder?
This is where a gemerald would come in handy.
If it showed ladders.
Oh, fair. This is where a gemerald doesn't come in handy.
Yeah,
in this
this is
game
where a
for some
gemerald would come in
unknown
handy
reason.
in every previous video game. You robbed them blind, that's the police, says Lord Afghan chat. All that thumping, that was a police Cyclops. Well, you know, we killed him too.
Cyclops police. Cyclops
There it
police.
Well, that was fun. I don't feel like we did anything good there. Like, that was clearly pure evil we just did. But, you know, we did it. Sometimes you do evil. It's one of those things. Sometimes you do evil.
If you're Yahweasel,
you know?
it's quite often.
Sometimes when you're Yahweasel, you don't do evil, but most of the time... Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be this mountain range. I figured it's going to be the spine.
Go back east.
Always into the east.
And use a gemerald.
Yes. Boy, that's an inconveniently placed river. No, you have the, Boterald. Get off the Boterald. Oops. Oh, no, okay. That's what I thought you were trying to direct me to. But no. That's a volcano, interesting. So I guess just the fact that it continues to the east of the river is what you were trying to direct me to? Huh. There's a Lake Earl in there. It's a pretty mighty Lake Earl. Oh, hello.
Hello.
This is the
It was only accessible via skiffs, so that's why I stopped you, because it could have been a while longer.
Okay, so in the Dungeon Shame...
What are we in here for again?
We're looking for Ibarra. Ibarra went to the Dungeon Shame with a map piece. Hi! Oh, I was really genuinely hoping that they were going to be talkative, Skeletnas. Good job, Sherry, you did it! Single-handedly! Leather helm and 23 gold coins. Certainly don't mind the gold. Find a sword, don't really care. I should probably leave battle mode. Oh, 20 arrows and 32 gold coins. I can't carry any more gold.
Amazing.
Well, you know, these things happen. Sometimes you're
Why
really
does Duper
freaking
have
rich.
a million throwing axes on
Because
him?
I haven't sold them yet. I didn't actually get an opportunity to go to whatever the guy's name is and sell those. Utomo.
Yes. Pretty sure the gold nuggets are going to be worth a lot to sell.
If I can ever find somebody to sell them to. You know what? I was incorrectly following the left wall anyway, so let's just pretend like I didn't see that. And pretend like I didn't see that either. Okay, fine. Yeah, I mean, any of these directions could be important or could be useless. That one certainly looks like it could be important. Okay. No, not use, cast. Can you not attack your own party members? That would be super cool. Sherry appears to be on a killing rampage against our own team, and we're just gonna...
You created this monster.
I mean, you're not wrong. I feel like because Sherry was in retreat mode, she was like, "You're in my way, die!"
Even though nobody's in her way, because she can climb over anybody.
Climb over people. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I don't know, maybe that's important. It's a single gold nugget that I'm not going to be able to pick up, because I don't have telekinesis. Oh, wait, I
Can
wonder.
Sherry walk over those things?
No, that's unfortunate.
Darn. Maybe telekinesis or something.
In which case... Nope, didn't even cross that.
Right.
Unfortunately, I still am... Well, actually, wait, there might be stuff this direction, so maybe I'm not wasting my time up here in general. Goyve.
Doesn't somebody sell swamp boots? Couldn't you literally just buy the rest of the swamp boots you need?
I don't... Somebody buys swamp boots. I don't think I found anybody who sells swamp boots. Though, maybe people only buy what they sell, so maybe I just have never asked Utomo for armor, and so I'm being an imbecile. It's a distinct possibility.
In Ultima 6, swamp boots could be bought for the small price of 10 gold at typical armories such as that of Utomo in the village of Yu.
No one ever said I'm not an imbecile. I mean, the real thing is, why use swamp boots when I can do something vastly, almost, like, hilariously more stupid? Oh, interesting. It doesn't, like, go around corners. Yeah, Sherry's still poisoned. And so is Shamino, rather. For right now, I'm just gonna deal with my own stupidity. It is what it is.
Yeah.
If you could, like, organize yourself a little bit better. It is not worth it with slimes to try to get Sherry to kill them. Ibarra. This game is not the first
like a place in Spain?
Yeah, this game is not the first time I've heard that, but Ybarra. Trying to even guess, like, what language that could come from.
Ibarra Academy of Arts and Technology. Ibarra is a surname of Basque origin.
Basque.
Dustin Ibarra, Javier Ibarra Berge, Joe Ibarra, Mike Ibarra, Rocio Ibarra, and Sam Ibarra.
Yeah, okay, so it's a name, and the reason it doesn't quite sound like it belongs anywhere is because it's Basque.
Yes. Ibarra with an I, which means alluvial plain in Basque, may refer to Ibarra Canton, Ibarra Ecuador, Ibarra Guipuzcoa. What the crap? That does not look Spanish, but apparently it is, because it's in Spain. Oh, it would be he, yeah, sorry. But it's got a K in it. What the Ibarra
K in a Spanish word.
The province Gipuzkoa. I wonder if that's a Basque province. Yeah, it looks like it's in northeast, far north, Navarre, maybe. Yeah, Navarre. Sorry. Yeah. Autonomous Community of the Basque Country. Yes. Okay. And it's actually because the Spanish is actually okay. That's interesting. So I was saying he because I figured it's Spanish. Gi is he in Spanish, but it's actually Gi because in Basque it's Gi. I don't know what an S with a little circle below it means in the IPA.
Neither do
but
I.
Gipuzkoa. But in Spanish, it's actually spelled Gui, so it is still Gi, and it's Gipuzkoa, and it's a COA, which makes more sense.
That was actually kind of fascinating. That Ibarra, it sounded familiar because it is like a name I've definitely encountered at some point, but it doesn't sound like it comes from anywhere because it comes from Basque. It's like
exactly. Somewhere that nobody's.
So I have said before that there are a lot of Spanish place names in North America, and to me, California just doesn't sound like a Spanish word. It doesn't have the sort of flow of a Spanish word. And the reason is it's from a novel where it's supposed to be the name of this like mysterious foreign place. So it was supposed to sound weird and foreign in Spanish. Well, that was whatever that was. Oh, how do I get poisoned? I guess the slimes do poison you occasionally.
The slime, yeah.
Don't y'all worry about being poisoned. It'll be just fine. Cool. Cool. So glad I took the time.
So one thing I learned is that, and this is completely unnecessary for the game, I think, and therefore I don't mind telling you, is that apparently you can get more gold nuggets by bringing a pickaxe and or shovel into here and just digging around.
Which we already sort of kind of suspected was something you could do in the cave that Who's and What's This told us about. Oops, well, I've just made quite a stupid mistake because now I'm going to have to actually use this boat. I am so glad that I don't have swamp boots for everybody. This would just not be as amusing if I actually had swamp boots for everybody.
I mean, the fact that it was so easy to get swamp boots for everybody, and you haven't?
And the fact that I so regularly go to the person who sells them because he also buys them back.
It really makes my sympathy for your poison problems.
I didn't ask
just
for your
about
sympathy.
Zero.
Don't try and get away from me, you jackass.
The bat exploded into a puddle of blood.
As bats do sometimes. You know, mainly when
they could conceivably explode into a puddle of milk and blood.
Why do I let you say things?
Wonder what AI would think if I tried to ask it to give me a puddle of milk and blood.
Cherry-flavored milk.
Diet cherry.
You know, pink used to be the male color because it's basically just blood and milk. It was for boys.
Are you sure milk is the... Never mind.
Well, it's because it's for it's not for
strong bones.
It's not for adults. It's for children. Boys are pink.
Boys are pink and men are red.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, this is not a like this is the actual historical way those colors are more often used.
Well, I know that in the past, pink used to be used for boys. I do know that. I have never heard that it's associated with blood and milk.
Well, I just invented that part.
Just making sure. It seemed unlikely to me, but...
Hello, alligators.
I think you mean helom.
Helom.
Is that the Russian way to say that?
Sure. Now,
Shalom.
I mean, I guess I don't know of any reason not to cross, except, why didn't I save there? I'm very stupid.
I don't know of any reason not to cross, except that I'm very stupid. I mean, at least you don't have to manually type in the spell.
God, yes, that's
words.
true. Although, once you sort of memorize them, that wasn't that bad, because you didn't have to type in the entire word, you just needed, like, the
just the letters.
First letters. If only I had 2 skiffs, I could have built a bridge. Okay, so yes, you can get it while somebody is standing on it.
Nice. The avatar drowned.
And the avatar drowned. Well, these things happen. Inwiz, says Lord Apkinchat. Whenever I think of typing in names for spells, I just immediately think Kufasa. Magica, anyone?
The father of Kimba.
I'm disappointed in you. This game has only 1 save file. I wouldn't be messing around like that, says Nettie in chat. So, although this game has only 1 save file, I have a continuous backup system. So, worst case scenario, I can actually get earlier save files. But also, I mean, you can always teleport about. So, I think I'm actually fairly careful about my saving. Like, I didn't save with him floating on the water. Her floating on the water, sorry. With a goy floating on the water.
How very dare you.
Gender goy. Well, I'm getting plenty of gold nugs. Not that that matters at all. Hello. Is this a game where it's easy to soft lock? Asks Lord Apkinchat. Remember my game and save file got completely destroyed when I mounted some wild horses and rested while still riding them, says Nettie in chat. That sounds like exactly the kind of thing that would happen. Well, these are mice. These are friends. We like mice. Mice are fine.
Yes.
On this hey, the mice are attacking!
Well, time to break out Sherry. Unleash Sherry on her brethren.
Mouse on mouse combat. Well, they all died too quickly. Maybe I should just set Sherry to rear instead of,
yeah, I mean, especially once she levels up once or twice more and has enough HP to take a few hits.
Certainly when she's more leveled up, I will do that. But I was thinking even, like, now.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to die in 1 hit, so...
Yeah, I mean, 60 HP... If she was... Given that she's gonna be in the rear anyway, it's not likely that she's gonna be, like, charging into combat, so... I think it's worth it to put her in...
I agree.
In the back. She's wearing a coif after all.
Yes.
Oh, combat match. It is just the imagery. It's just a mouse in a coif. It's not wearing in, obviously.
Yeah, with glowing red eyes peeping out.
Mouse on rat combat.
Where the mouse throws a boomerang at the rat.
Where the mouse throws a... Yes? Get out of there, Sherry.
That wolf was getting ready to eat her.
Yeah, mouse on wolf combat. Less of a good idea. Hello. That was easy to find.
I think you mean helom.
I just don't. I just don't.
I think you meant to say helom.
I mean, shalom means like good health, right? Something like that. But it also, of course, means hello, and so
yes,
yeah. Yep. Why didn't
just
you
like
get this party
Japanese? Ogenki desu ka means are you healthy? But you use it to mean how are you? And your answer is yes, I'm healthy.
I was about to say that's maybe a phatic question, but it's not necessarily a salutation, right? Like I mean, I guess it's
no, that's true. It's not a salutation. It's a how are you? It's yeah.
It is a phatic question.
Well, I don't think that question asked for your judgment, but okay.
It is a phallic question.
Well,
I don't know what that means.
I mean, yes, you do.
I don't know what that means in this context.
Okay.
You know what I should be doing is using gemeralds before walking through here, so I at least know if I'm just going to be going nowhere.
How big is it is a phallic question.
It is, if you ask it. Hello. Oh, you know what? You know why it's not hello or shalom is that this is goy for
That would be cultural appropriation, is what you're suggesting?
Exactly. Lord Aft says, what is the dog doing? I don't know, some dog, but we murdered it, so not a lot now. What are all of these corpses doing here? Honestly, not much.
These guys! Oh, and they summon swarms of bugs.
They summon so many bugs. Which, the main problem with the bugs, the insect swarms they summon is just how long it takes for a turn to happen.
Yes, yes, exactly. And there are 3 Reapers in here.
Yep, Peroonies.
Which means that many more bugs.
But also probably means I'm in the right place. And remember, as we learned weeks ago, grazed means no damage.
That's right, that's right.
So all of these messages are just it telling us that nothing is happening. They've somehow, like, the Reapers, the first time the Reapers appeared, they were the most devastating, like, horrible enemy possible.
Yeah.
And now they are devastating, but in a different way. They're
in
like,
an annoying way.
Yeah, they're psychically devastating rather than physically devastating. Why are they firing arrows? They're trees. Why are they firing arrows? I want to understand.
That's racist against trees.
That is racist against trees. I would switch over to Sherry and have Sherry kill the Reaper, but it is,
No.
No. I love missing. I totally never want to hit an enemy.
Hit an enemy, and it kind of does look like an enemy. An anemone.
I wonder if anemone is one of those words where it like accidentally, like it got merged. More bugs.
It is actually I always get this backwards. It's actually not an enemy. It's anemone.
I did not. I don't know if I even knew that.
And it is originally from the Greek anemone, windflower, literally daughter of the wind, from animus, wind, cognate with Latin anima, from the Proto-Indo-European.
Moving, which is why it means animal.
Yeah, which is originally from the Proto-Indo-European root ane, which means to breathe.
Wow, that is... Well, you know what's particularly wild about that is that to breathe feels like a really reasonable source for animal, but that is not the reason why animal means what it means. Oh my, this sucks. It's so bad. It's so bad. They're made of dark oak wood, says Lord Apk of these, which is some kind of joke that a Minecrafter will understand.
Oh, and that's all for the flower anemone, and then sea anemone obviously is related to, is like...
It looked like that, so they named it that.
Yes, exactly.
There's a fun fact at the combat settings that you wouldn't find out through gameplay if you'd like to know. If it's not going to if it's not going to be a spoiler per se, then sure, I'd like to know.
Yeah, if it's not a spoiler or a cheat, then yeah. Have you not even killed a single one yet?
No, I've killed one. It's just the corpse mode looks exactly like a
fair enough, yeah.
On Assault, the AI tries to attack every round. On any other setting, they'll only attack like once every 2 rounds? I assumed assault was just like a different position, essentially. Like they would go, you know, they would try to get to the front. Now, here's the thing. That is like that, knowing that would make me change my behavior, which in a sense makes it a spoiler.
But it's not a spoiler because it's something that...
It's a game mechanic that the goddamn game should explain.
Yeah, exactly. I'm actually going to look in the manual right now and see what's available in the compendium for the manual.
Well, looks like we're going to spend the rest of this stream just fighting this one group of Reapers. It's too bad I can never hit anything. I can't hit the broadside of a barn.
Yeah, it's not clear at all, actually. They say, it is useful to devise strategies that will increase the party's chances of survival in combat. Before combat begins, each party member can be assigned a field position, frontal attack, flanking maneuvers, or long-range rear position. When the party comes under attack, the party members will move automatically to their predetermined positions and fight according to the strategy they've been assigned. As effective as predetermined combat positions are, you may choose not to assign each party member a particular strategy. In this case, your allies must act independently in combat. Situations may even occur in which a member of the party becomes a berserker. When this happens, he will simply charge and attack the most formidable opponent in sight.
Yeah, that definitely does not tell you the difference between front and assault at all.
Yeah, it doesn't even, mention assault. It just says the three options are front, flanking, and rear.
But there's also, it does mention Berserker, and I think that Berserk is actually one of the options, and there's also Retreat, which I suppose is obvious enough that it probably doesn't need to give that a separate, a separate mention there.
Lord Ad PC gave you another spoiler.
Oh, I didn't notice. I'm so enwrapped by this exciting video game.
You want to know what he said?
Sure.
You can kill these enemies.
Much spoiler, wow. I mean, there's very little evidence of that. I really don't appreciate the fact that when Goy is charmed, the party members feel the need to attack him. Her, sorry.
Yeah. Stop misgendering Goy just because I did it last time.
I mean, the real thing is that the gender is Goy. That's Goy's gender. So everything else is just
But they use she, her pronouns.
Yeah. She uses gender Goy pronouns. She.
Yeah.
Oh, the psychosexual culture that I've created for this narrative universe is pretty special. If I was playing as Goy right now, I would see whether a fireball could take care of these frickin' insects. Stop attacking. It's specifically Sherry attacking Goy.
You've created this monster.
The reference card for the game is a little more detailed about the combat settings, says Nettie in chat. Do I have the reference card?
You sent me the manual and the compendium.
Yeah, I sent you everything that I think I sent you everything that was in the GOG. The extra stuff sent along with GOG. We did
find that there was maybe that was the strategy guide or something like that. That was a cheaty, you buy it separately thing.
It comes with a GOG version, says Nettie in chat. It could just be that it's it's a third download or something that I just didn't, find the right one. I'm actually going to go out of combat mode in hopes of getting the insects to not be standing on top of party members so that they can more easily be targeted. Why am I still controlling Duper? I never asked to control Duper! It's so, like, you never hit the insects, and they can't hit you, so you just sit here and press attack over and over again until random chance. I want to understand who playtested the battles against swarms of insects and went, yes, this is an entertaining thing to occur in a video game. Video games are about torturing the player, right?
Ultima games are.
Ultima games are.
Patience is a virtue, except that it's not in this game.
Nobody ever said patience is a virtue in the Ultima universe. Let's see, which virtue could we stick patience under? Humility, almost. Sacrifice, kinda.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, nothing. It's like Oxid, says Lord Apkinchat. I mean, thank you for reminding me of Oxid, because I can look back on that and go, well, at least it's not Oxid. Get off of the insects. Do not stand on the enemy, you fucking idiots.
Get off of the incels.
Get off of the incense from Dark Eyes Battlegate.
Get off of the insects. I was just about to pronounce insects the same way we do with shisps, by adding an extra S in there, and then I realized I shouldn't do that.
Incest.
Without the K.
Why? Who is responsible for this? Richard
Can't you just
Garriott?
shoot that with like a fireball?
Oh yeah, that's
or like
right.
Magic wand it.
I was going to once I got control of Goy again, I was going to try Fireball, but I forgot because it took so long to get in. Well, that was the worst experience of my entire life. It's literally just like killing a fly in the real world, like the most eyebrow-ripping annoyance on the planet, says Dan in chat. Yeah, I mean, they've accurately simulated how annoying it really is. You're not wrong. 1 gold coin and 43
and
gold
43
coins.
gold coins.
Imagine trying to kill a fly with a boomerang, though, says Nettie in chat. I mean, you're not wrong.
I will raise something and fold.
I raise 50 and fold. I do not think Worf has fully grasped the mechanics of this betting process. Cool. Well, at least there is some stuff in that direction. It is not just immediately a dead end. Fly with a boomerang, try killing an emu with a gun, says Alzarath. What do I look like? Australian?
I was actually just about to mention Tom Cardy when we said cool.
Cool.
I think that was Human Centipede.
That feels right. Let's just be poisoned for a while. Let's just bask in our poison.
Get it? Bask? Ibarra?
What a joke. It's like 65% of a joke.
I think that's giving it way too much credit.
That's not
Spiders. Remember, it doesn't go past walls.
That's right.
Which is fine, I guess, in this context, but...
Yeah, because I was standing in the center. But yeah, I should have thought that through. Happened to get lucky this time. I don't think that it is even worth dealing with to get that. Hello, another magic bow. Boy, howdy, do I not need that.
That could go to Sherry.
It could go to Sherry.
I don't see why not. She has high dexterity.
I mean, the main reason why not right now is she can't hold any damned arrows. Wait,
yet.
Do they use arrows?
Oh, maybe
that's the magic thing about
arrows.
them. Now they do.
Yeah,
we're down
maybe.
to 73 here.
Oh, okay.
Don't burn the bow. Oh, what? Why didn't that do anything?
I don't know if that web's a problem. Especially, you can just grab it, can't you?
Apparently not.
Oh.
I can get myself webbed in it.
And that is a different kind of web than the kind that you burned, I think? Maybe? Maybe not. Oh, but maybe you used the magic wand on it before.
Yeah, I used the fire wand the last time. I'm certain of that, but I don't have one now. I have lightning wands galore. Oh, no, there's a fire wand.
Yeah, you do have a fire wand. Save it for webs.
I think we all know who needs to have the fire wand.
Oh, absolutely. You go, Sherry. You burn that web.
But then I don't want to run out of fire wands, so just carry that with you, Sherry. Sherry gets to be holder of the fire wand.
Yes.
Of course, you can't carry that. Right, obviously, this is for Sherry, so...
Yeah.
Where the hell are you, Sherry? What's...
Under the web on the left.
Oh, webbed. Okay. Sorry, Sherry, you got webbed. Gonna have to wait for you to get unwebbed. I hope you can unweb yourself.
Of all things to get stuck in a web, of all the characters to get stuck in a web, Sherry seems like the most...
But she also has the highest dexterity.
Yeah. The most edible was what I was about to say.
Particularly because they are giant spiders. Let's just restore and not do that stupid thing in the first place. Now, don't get in a web. Have you pick up the bow directly?
Hooray! And unequip the fire wand.
Yeah. You know what? I'm just going to leave it in her inventory for now.
Yeah, I don't see any reason not to. She's not carrying anything else at the moment.
She's got plenty of storage. No problem. Once she is the strongest being ever to live, it'll be great. It would be very funny, although I doubt that this game would do it. It would be very funny if you get Sherry up to some high strength and then at the end of the game talk to Lord British. There's some special message about...
Yeah.
You know, I'm glad Sherry could help. Okay, I'm just gonna let this poison happen and walk to the next poison area, because I know it's coming up anyway. Save myself one dispel. I forgot there was yet another one right here. I mean, I knew there was gonna be more, but I didn't realize how close it was. If I end up having to abandon this quest because I run out of mass dispels, then that's deserved, really, I think. No more dispelling poison. We'll just deal with it.
Because there's always more poison.
Because there's always more poison. Hello. Okay, I think finding a staircase is a good enough situation to actually, dispel. God, I'm playing like musical chairs with characters. Sherry will have a thirst for blood, says Lord Apkinchat. Oh, she already does. Vocal Fry activates the dispel spell, says Joey in chat. I'm just gonna do Vocal Fry for the rest of the episode, and that is how I will always be dispelling. It's normally why I bring Mallow to these, because he provides the Vocal Fry.
Is that a healing fountain or something?
I think that is just an infinite fountain, but I will look at it, because there's a similar infinite fountain in the... oh, I can't get over there. In the
I bet you can if you
museum.
Walk by. I bet somebody will happen to walk in there.
Oh.
There we go. Webs.
Make a wish.
Make a wish. Okay.
Sure. Wish for health. No effect.
Huh. What about world peace?
Peace. No effect. Wish for map fragments. Oh, map. Welp. I'm sure there is something one can do there. Headlesses. You think you can get away from me? Now you die. Mwahaha. Sherry is possibly the best character in the game. By possibly, I mean certainly.
So since it's an Easter egg and doesn't affect the game, I can tell you what you can wish for.
Okay.
I mean, it does affect the game in a minor way, but I think it's just more of an Easter egg. You can wish for food, it looks like.
That is no Easter egg. That, if I wasn't adequately prepared, that would be, like, hugely important.
Yeah. But it doesn't always give you food, I should say.
Just walk through the poison. Just deal with it. It builds character. Being poisoned builds character.
Yeah. That sounds like something one of those abusive parents who won't bring their child to the doctor.
What about wishing for being cured of poisons? Failed. Yeah, the very fact that says failed instead of no effect. No. You didn't wish hard enough, says Nettie in chat. Yeah, that's probably it. There are many fountains.
Indeed.
Innumerable fountains. When I think shame, I think fountains.
Yes, the fountain of shame.
The fountain of shame.
Well, hello.
Hey there, Ibarra. What's up? You see a sunken-faced, starving man dressed in ragged. Ragged? Dressed in ragtime. It takes a few moments for the man to notice you. Humans, please, you must help me, he says weakly. I need food, badly. Yes, food. The last thing I ate was my belt. And that was 3 weeks ago. If only you could give me some food.
Here, have this food I stole off some cyclopses.
Have some horse meat. You share some food.
Oh yeah, Nettie mentions he doesn't know he can wish for some, apparently.
Poor guy. You share some food with the pathetic man. Ibarra says, magically you now know, his name, which he didn't tell us. Stuffing the food into his mouth. After finishing the offered meal, however, Ibarra still seems starved. Not very tasty, but it was filling. Map. Oh, the map. Yes, I still have that. I couldn't eat it. It ought to be worth some food, surely. Yes. He hands you the map piece and rubs his hands, eagerly awaiting his food. Shimino shares some food with the pathetic man. Why didn't I share it? Thoughtful, Ibarra says, stuffing the food into his mouth. After finishing the offered meal, however, he still seems starved.
I mean, you can keep giving until he doesn't seem starved anymore. Maybe.
I really doubt if that's a thing.
I don't. Okay. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't think that's a thing. Don't go, I need food. Can I have a little bit before you go? Yes, fine. Okay, the trick is that the man collapses, the last of his energy, he's dead. That was the one conversation we got. I'm just afraid
gave him so much food.
Yeah, he took all of my bread. I had like 14 bread, or it was actually a stack of food each time he asked. So here's the trick. You go into Goy's inventory. Notice that apparently meat isn't food.
Yeah. It is Cyclops food. That doesn't, yeah.
I think that the fish was gone. So I think the fish is food, but the meat isn't food. But I'm going to transfer 13 breads to 2 to... No, transfer 13 breads to 3 to Shimino. And now, gonna transfer something else that definitely is food to Goy. There we go, like this meat. There we go. And now I can avoid giving excess food like the really good person that I am. That's a good point, Joey. You're not supposed to overfeed malnourished people. You're supposed to slowly reintroduce them so their body can start to recover. That is actually true. Food. Give. Belt. Map. So it was Shimino that time. Okay, bye. No. You get to die now. Yeah, I'm not sure what Shimino shared with him, but I'm just gonna have to call it good. I'm just gonna have to hope it's okay. Is he dead? Is he dead?
Well, it didn't say he's dead. It also didn't say he's alive.
It didn't say he's dead. It just also didn't say he's alive. You're not wrong. I have 3 map pieces.
Is that going to be an X marks the spot situation?
X isn't actually what I got from him, but yes, probably.
No, I know. I understand that. I'm just saying because the rest of it is like
they
blank
seem to be
ocean
grids,
with a grid.
Yeah. Now, the only problem is that those were the only 3 that I actually knew where to go. So tell you what, I suspect, given that there's about 10 minutes left in this stream, that the right thing to do is just some of
Get
the like
swamp boots.
Yeah, that kind of just like the stuff that needs to get done rather than any specific.
You can also level up Sherry if you'd like.
that is also, as far as I'm concerned, categorized under stuff that needs to get done. This is also categorized under stuff that needs to get done, in case that's not obvious.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go ahead and before leveling up Sherry, I think I'm actually going to do the swamp boots and just general trading with who's and what's it first.
Yeah, and get rid of all those axes.
Yes, exactly why. I've got a bunch of all other random crap in my inventory I need to be rid of. Solel. Don't screw up and sell the swamp boots when I'm trying to buy swamp boots. Okay, who has and who hasn't swamp boots? 1, 2.
I mean, you should know from the people who get poisoned on a daily basis.
It is 4 of them who get poisoned constantly. Armor. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. I lost count. I can't count the first few numbers. 3, 6, 7, and 8.
Nice. Inventory management, best part of the game. Probably the pick or the ladder she doesn't need.
I mean, I'm not actually going to get rid of it. I just have to get rid of it long enough to
sell the regular boots.
I'm not even going to bother, because he won't buy them, so I'm literally just going to drop them on the ground.
Drop the regular boots.
Oh, no, party mode, thank you.
Why does Shimino still have a bunch of axes?
Oh, why does you know what? I'll bet he was too far back and he wouldn't buy.
Oh, yeah, I bet you're right.
Yes. Why? Shimino, drop the boots.
The person before Julia still had boots to drop. Before Julia, the other side of Julia.
Yeah, this I didn't actually get these boots just now, so I must have just at some point earlier done that. I mean, Sherry just can't be wearing boots in a cave. Sherry simply can't. Sherry is inside of a boot. Sherry is inside of a boot right now.
Inside of a boot with a magic bow strapped to her back.
Part of the magic of it is that it can, like, adjust to be mouse-sized. Oh, yeah, look, now I have, like, the entire... Well, no, I have the entire list because they all have swamp boots now. Should only be Shimino. Yeah, throwing axe, there we go. Yeah, I think I was right that he just wasn't in range.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, how are we looking? Definitely some inventory management needed, but...
Yes, I would say probably just drop all the meat that you can't use for food. Unless there's a way to cook it, but...
Braziers! Braziers are hot. Why am I in single player mode? Like, maybe I can drop the food onto a brazier,
or even a fire, like in a kitchen.
Yeah. That just occurred to me too. There's a kitchen here. I just walked past it.
If you can remember where any kitchens are.
Pardon me, I'm just using your fire.
There's the fire.
It's totally fine when the save just sits there and freezes.
Yeah. It's fine.
It's a good thing. Is it?
May I suggest if this doesn't work to just leave the meat there anyway?
It is a cook fire. Let me. Yeah, okay. The ribs is edible.
I see.
The meat is edible.
So is that? Yeah.
The
I think
fish
it's just
is edible.
random who he took.
Food that's
from.
probably it. Yeah. I was trying to be clever, but it wasn't clever. There once was a mouse who lived in a shoe who proceeded to destroy every living creature she encountered. Good, Dan. Good. That's Sherry's theme. Oh, one very important thing I haven't yet done in this town. No, not yet. Thank you. Let's go ahead and just shove the harpsichord out of the building so it'll get destroyed in the weather. Perfect.
Now it's time to level Sherry up.
Now it's time to level Sherry up. Velour. All she gets is strength. Anybody who wants me to do anything but strength, no. Only strength. Strength forever.
All she gets is strength. Do.
6 foot tall heap of muscle and fur sits on Lord British's bed. You will read me the one about Hubert the lion again. You think I am mouse? You misread.
Yes, Sherry,
I am moose. Okay, let's see. Sherry has 90 max health and now up to 7 strength. Not,
and how
not
much
amazing,
can she carry?
but still better. 14 stone.
Oh, you can level her up again.
Oh, could I?
I think so. 400.
Yep. Guess where I'm gonna level her up this time?
I wonder. Amazing. 120 health.
10 strength, which again, not a huge number, but for a mouse.
Yeah.
She is
and
half
how much
as strong
can she
as
carry
Gwenno.
now? Can she carry enough for
stone.
Arrows now?
20 stone.
I mean,
it's enough for a few arrows, particularly if I get rid of this and put it back somewhere useful. Outstanding. Oh, they're not very heavy.
She's still only carrying 5 out of 20.
Yeah.
Arrows are not that heavy. She can carry a whole quiver. She can be a bowyer now. Archer was the word I was looking for.
Archer was the word you were looking for. I am so proud of Sherry, and you know what? I'm proud of Katrina too, because character to know when to step aside.
Yeah. Katrina saw Sherry's potential.
Let me just date this stream.
Oh, okay. I see. I didn't catch that.
Katrina had to step aside for Vice President Sherry. Anyway, so
yes.
Next time, I mean, again,
Vice President Kamala Harris.
I think that might have been a bridge too far.
Yeah.
Next time, more incredible progress.